Hey guys, and happy Monday. We are ready to kick off a new week on some new energy, some new habits, some new goals for this week. So I hope that you've set your intention already. I hope that you got your water because we are going to be drinking and growing our minds. We're doing our brain gains today. So, our mindset topic this week, I couldn't even think of a name for it. My brain's a little fried right now. But basically, what our topic is this week is when you know what to do, you want to do it, but you still, despite those two things, still don't do it. So, for an example, let's say you want to start eating healthier. You know what to eat to be healthier. You want to eat it to be healthier. However, despite knowing that and wanting to, you still choose not to eat healthier. And why? Why is that? Why do our brains work in such a way that holds us back from us making these changes and implementing these new behaviors and implementing these things that we know that we want to do? We know that it's important, and why can't we just do it? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So throughout our talk, I want you to think about something that you know that you need to do, that you know how to do it, and you want to do it, but you simply just cannot. So the first thing that I want to talk about regarding this topic is the all or nothing approach. This is where the growth mindset versus the stuck mindset can really come into play here. If you are a growth mindset person, that means that you are open to failing, you are open to learning, open to growing, open to not being successful right off of the hop, right? If you are a stuck mindset person, then you are thinking all or nothing type of thinking. You got to do it, or you may as well not do it at all. You don't want to risk failure. You don't want to risk not being super good at something. So what's the point of even trying? So identify which category that you fit in regarding your thing. And I hope that you are able to transition into the growth mindset topic of whatever your goal is, because having that growth mindset is super, super key in order to change anything at all. Anything with your relationship, with your finances, with your physical health, with your mental health, all of it has to do with being in a growth mindset and not a fixed mindset. Okay? So, once you have identified that you are in that growth mindset, you are open to failure, you are open to having to restart multiple times, you're open to learning how to implement this new thing into your life and into your schedule and your new routine, then what? Okay, so you got to identify that first. That's number one. Then you need to identify why you are not doing this thing already. You know that you want to do it and you know how to do it. You know what to eat to be healthier. You got to eat more vegetables and less ice cream. You want to eat less vegetables or less ice cream, more vegetables. No, we all want to. But you still don't. And why not? What is holding you back? So that is the next step, is to figure out why you are not doing it yet. What is the barrier that is holding you back? Is it that maybe financial reasons? Healthy food is more expensive than processed food. Is that a reason for you? Is it time? You don't have time to cut up or prep a bunch of veggies and fruit for you. You don't have time to cook something that's healthier versus just throwing a pizza in. Maybe it's energy. Maybe it takes more energy to whip up an actual meal than it does to throw pizza in the oven. Okay, so identify what your main barrier is that is holding you back. And sometimes that barrier can be something simple as, you know what, I don't actually have enough information on how to do this thing properly or how to get started in this thing. So not having enough information can also be a big barrier for people. So figure out what that is, and then we have to figure out how to work around that barrier so that it can actually allow you to move forward. So for example, we're just going to take time as a barrier, because that is something that a lot of people will use as an excuse or as a reason not to implement a new behavior or to not change a behavior. We're all busy people, right? We all got a lot going on, and it can be hard to try and find a new way to do something in a routine where you are just so set in your ways that it's hard to introduce something new, because it feels like you're taking on another thing. It feels like you're taking on another mental load, another responsibility, responsibility, another thing to the to-do list, and mentally sometimes that can just feel really difficult. So I invite you to just kind of bring some self-awareness as to what that mental load feels like and how can we implement it without having such a heavy mental load for it. So identify that barrier, identify how big of a mental load it is, and then what we're going to do is break down that barrier. So we're going to figure out whatever it is. We're sticking with the time thing on this one. And if you feel like you do not have the time we're just going to say cut and prep some vegetables that are easy to grab for snacks so that you don't go to the pantry and eat a bag of chips every time, okay? Or ice cream or whatever your thing is, okay? So time, you feel like you don't have enough time to do that. Okay, well, where can we get some extra time? You might say, I really feel like I don't have a lot of time. I work a full-time job, gotta take my dog for a walk, I gotta run my side hustle, I gotta take care of the kids, I gotta do my workout, like there's just not enough minutes in the day. Okay, so instead of thinking of it as a barrier and committing to it as a barrier, I want you to search around in your brain for a solution. Sometimes we hold that barrier and give it more attention than it actually deserves. So you could use time being a barrier and use it as a full-on excuse for never actually making that change. But if you did want to make that change hard enough, then you would find time, right? You would make time because you will always prioritize what is important to you. So if it is time, I want you to do an audit of your time. That means pay attention to where you spend your minutes. Sometimes we can get sucked into social media and scroll for, even 20 minutes can make a difference. That could be 20 minutes that you're prepping your food for you. Sometimes we get caught binging TV. Oh, we'll just have another episode. We'll just watch another episode. Pretty soon, we're 3 episodes later. It's midnight and we have to get up at 7 a.m. to get our workout in. So pretty soon then we're going to be tired the next day. Then we're definitely not going to have enough energy, and you can just see that negative snowball just continue to roll down the hill. So figure out what that barrier is, do an audit of where you can actually fit it in, and search in a productive kind of way. Search in a way that you want to actually find a solution because you know that these benefits are going to benefit you so much. And then once you've done that, I want you to try and pair that habit with something else. So it's called habit stacking, something else that you're already doing. So this, for example, could be doing daily affirmations for yourself, for your mental health, for your confidence, for your positive well-being. Doing daily affirmations in the mirror can be really powerful. So how about you do them while you're brushing your teeth? Right? You're already going to brush your teeth. You're already standing in front of the mirror. Do your affirmations then, right? If you are wanting to prep some more veggies and have them ready to go, what if you decide to do that after you wash your dishes one day, right? You're already at the sink. You already got your hands wet. You already got the dishes going. Wash your fruit and vegetables up. Throw them in a bowl, continue on washing your dishes. Try and attach what you want to do with something that you are already doing. That can make it so much easier. That is like me taking my vitamins every night. I always have to have a glass of water or bubbly or something in the evening so that I remember to take my vitamins, right? I'm probably going to have that glass of water anyways, or the glass of juice anyways, so why not just grab my vitamins at the same time? It's called habit stacking. So connect it with something that you are already doing. Okay, so with that, I hope that you were able to come away with a couple of tips. Sometimes we can use our barriers as excuses and reasons not to do something. So search for a positive and solution-based way to do something. I hope you guys have been drinking water. And always remember that a little bit is better than doing nothing. That should be my life mantra. That's what I should have put on my apparel, is a little bit is always better than nothing. Always, 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 every time. That is your growth mindset, is that a little bit of this and a little bit of that can just spice up your life, right? It's way better doing a 5-minute walk than nothing. It's way better doing 10 push-ups than nothing, okay? You're making progress on that side of things. So our quote this week is, be willing to change to grow. That's it. It seems simple, but it can be the hardest thing in the world to do. Be willing to change to grow. The willingness is the important part, okay? That's all I got for you today. Oh, I just realized I should have filmed this video the other way because YouTube doesn't like it when I do it this way. So sorry about that. I'll try and remember next time. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great Monday.